All right, what's going on? Scram Jones here from New York.
2013, I don't know how it passed me. Started in Cali, New Year's Eve, a party by the valley. That New Year's Day, me and Alchemist burned up a fatty. Got on
Old Dirty Sundays. It's great that they got something going on, you know, for the real classic hip hop stuff. This is probably my favorite, to be honest with you, because this is what I came up off of. This is when I started DJing. It was in the 90s with the old school hip hop and the vinyls, and you know, it was a whole culture behind this stuff. So the fact that, you know, you guys got a night strictly for that type of, you know, vibe, it's definitely refreshing, and I'm very comfortable spinning it, you know what I mean?
Let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back or fold, cause I'm a man with soul, in control and effects of what
I grew up emceeing. I grew up from little, writing rhymes. Like, I got like literally elementary school, middle school, high school, always jotting rhymes. I was just one of those guys that likes to write rhymes. Whether the songs came out good or whether they were hit songs, that's something else. But I basically, at this point in my life, I gotta think business-minded. So when I drop those projects, it's more of a passion project, as they say. Something that just for me, for the love, hopefully people embrace. Hopefully later down the road when I do, you know, shows and that, and I'm able to show some of the stuff I've worked on, you know, with the MC stuff. But for now, I'm just milking this DJ shit, because that's what's going on right now. That's what's paying the bills, you know? Today, the business sucks. So just know you ain't getting paid for anything at first. So you gotta get heard before you get paid. So just do as much shit for free to get your name out. Then later use them favors, because sometimes favors are worth more than money. But yeah, like, to be honest, music is free now, and it's really about just, the bigger goal is to get your name out there. Then you could go on tour, then you could charge big bucks. But to get people's attention, with everyone doing that right now, for you to stand out, you gotta go super hard. So whatever it takes, you know, you find someone with a name that wants to work with you, you know, definitely give them that music and let them live. Don't pump the brakes on it, because they'll get another dude to do it for free. But, you know, just use your outlets to get your name out there, and then, you know, then work out your business. Obviously, you know, I'm gonna give it up to the real, quote, DJs that paid their dues and were collectors and invested in it and are very technical per se. At the same time, technology is a gift and a curse, because I mean, you know, at first when Serato came out, I was anti-Serato. I was like, fuck that, I got all 50 crates of records in my house. What am I doing with all these? Why you guys, you know, cutting or whatever? But then I realized actually how amazing the technology was. I mean, as long as it doesn't affect me and my business, I don't care, you know what I mean? But if somebody that just, you know, as I call them, DJ push play, or you know, somebody that just pushes buttons on time, takes my job from me, I'll be mad, because all the dues that I paid. But at the same time, it's just for the love of music, and I embrace anyone that loves spinning music. So, you know, it hasn't bothered me, even though it's kind of whack though, because a lot of people fronting, but there's people like me and other guys that'll come around and pull that card, so that's what I'm here for. Me, I always tell people, of course I'm pigeonholed as a hip hop guy, but I'm really a music guy. In other words, I love all music. I just love music. I'll bop my head to an alarm clock, you know what I mean? But during the time I was working with Aventura was during the whole reggaeton movement. So I was actually working with Nori on the hip hop stuff, and when he started doing reggaeton, and I started, you know, I was in the studio with him every day seeing all the Spanish guys come in, and then I actually got an artist that I grew up with, and we did a project with Pharrell or whatever, and I became, that's when we started doing the Aventura stuff. And I love it. I don't know what the fuck they were saying, but it sounded good, you know what I mean? It sounded awesome, and you know, I loved it, and yeah, I hope to do that again. Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem. And I know that's like, sounds like, hey, everybody wants to work with them, but of course they want to work with them, because they're the top, you know, hip hop guys. You know, I have records with Nas on it that like, he rapped to my beat before, and actually I even have a song that I rapped on it with him, but I never really got in the studio with him and made, you know, something specifically for him. Jay I've never worked with, and M, I worked on his last project with him. I did the scratches for his single, and he actually did rocked to one of my beats but didn't make the cut. But I mean, that would be amazing to have something stick, you know what I mean? And I've told the story a couple times on interviews. The one was when I was actually working with Nori and I was engineering for him, and Mariah Carey walked in and I was able to slip a beat on while she was just doing an interview, and she liked it, and I made her album and won 3 Grammys and blah, blah, blah. It was a cool story. That's something that changed my life, and it was very spontaneous. The other one, probably when I performed, I did a song with a guy from New Zealand, and I flew out to New Zealand to open up. We did a song rapping together. His name is Mareko. Shout out to Mareko and Dawn Raid. I went out there, and we were supposed to open up for 50 Cent in front of like 20,000 people. And they called me out, and I had the idea. I had a 50 Cent drop that he shouted me out as a DJ. So I put on the drop before I walked out, but people thought, when they heard 50's voice, they thought it was 50. That 50 was gonna come out. So when I walked out, they're like, who the fuck is this white boy? And I just remember standing there, 20,000 people like, I don't know. That just came to my mind. Cool story. Well, right now I got my own show on Shade 45, Saturdays 6 to 8 p.m. It's called Beast Music. So definitely tune in, you know, every Saturday. First hour I usually play all new shit. Second hour I try to be a DJ nerd and find original samples and blends and remixes. Otherwise, I'm working on my site right now, scramjones.com. Still gotta fix it up. But Twitter @ScramJones, Instagram @ScramJones. I usually post where I'm gonna be at every day, you know, when it comes to jobs and gigs. And real hip hop, Scram Jones, Beast Music, peace.